If you can learn to identify this setup, you will unlock massive profits when it comes to day trading. In this video, I'm going to be showing you a setup that actually took a 20% SPY contract up over 400%. If you want to learn the setup, keep watching. All right, so here we are looking at the SPY. The SPY is currently trading at 622.29. Not that it matters, but where we're going to be focused today is going to be, first off, this range on the SPY right here. I'm going to highlight and draw this because this is the first thing we kind of saw and noticed. All right, so just to kind of produce and like kind of let y'all know what I was looking for, what I'm looking at. So I'm on the 15-minute chart. So this is going to be an intraday time frame. So when I am looking for something on a day trade, if I'm doing anything with 0 DTEs like this contract was, just for reference, the contract in question today was a $620 strike put on the SPY today that expires today. That's how we found this. Went up from 20 cents per share up to over 110 cents per share. So the contract actually ended up going over 400%. Now, with that being said, once again, I'm on the 15-minute. And the first thing that I want to do is identify a range. So we can see the market opened up right here. So we opened at 8:30, and this is where the market went. So that's honestly, it doesn't matter what time the market opens. If the market was creating a range beforehand, it created a range. But we can see right here, the market opens at 626.39, and then we kind of consistently sold off down to this 619.63. So because of that, we had a clear bearish range on the 15-minute chart. So now that I see we have a clear bearish range on the 15-minute chart, since we're bearish, I'm going to look for the first pullback. I'm going to mark the first level, mark that first high if there's liquidity there. And then once we sweep that, that is my entry. So looking for that, we pulled down. This was it. And then we kind of had a run up to here. And this right here, this 624 kind of area right here, this is where I marked where I wanted to enter my next trade. All right, and just for reference, I was a little late on this, so I didn't personally get in. I was watching the contract. I did see the contract at the price, but I unfortunately missed out. It was already about right here by the time I actually decided, hey, I could have taken this trade, but that's why we want to get good at identifying it before it happens. So ideally, first thing you see is you identify the range. We come up, we set a high, and then we get a pullback. So we pull back to the downside. And then from this pullback, after we notice right here, we have the range here, and then we kind of go up. These candles are all blue. And then this one's black, but this just kind of lets you know, okay, this is the end of the trend because it's going the other way. So pull back this way. We want to take the high from that, and that's our liquidity. And now looking at it, our strategy is going to be to enter at this level or a sweep of this level, which just means passing it. So entry ideally is right here. And then when it comes to taking profits, we want to look at where this kind of came from. So I would look to take profit kind of over here. First target is going to be like kind of the edge of this. So looking at this 621.38 level, then I look at this next one, the edge of this 621.10, and then ultimately I look down here. And if we look at the trade, the way it played out, so the entry for the trade would have been right here at 11 a.m. We went a little bit into the negative, but if we look at it, we ended up breaking that target, and now we're on our way back up, and the trade played out perfectly. And really, it's that simple. So this is one of the stocks this happened on today, but I also noticed it happened on a couple others as well. So if we go and look at the Qs, looking for the same thing. So you see it's already here. So once again, looking on the Qs, Looking for that same thing, we have the range right here. So still on a 15 minute. So come right here, range from top to bottom up here. So the range starts at like 559, bottoms down here. We get our kind of first pullback, and the pullback is like right up here to about 557.37. And then once again, for this, we are looking for our entry right here at this kind of at this level right here where it first started. And then our ideal first target is going to be right here, lined up with the edge of this candle. Next target is going to be the edge of the one before. And then final is going to be the bottom where it was. And you can see right here, I didn't follow these contracts, but I still saw it on the charts. And this contract, or this trade ran, that is a $5.48 move. So depending on what contracts you got, plenty of money to be had. And then last but not least, the other one we saw it on, it moved a little bit different, but you can see it once again right here on Tesla. There was actually a little bit more to Tesla. I saw it a little bit differently, but once again, we have that range on Tesla. So here, so Tesla, we created the range over here. So coming from up here down here, we pulled back, came up. So we made that first high, and then we crossed over here. So ideally our entry would be over here at 307.37. We go a little bit into the negative, and then over here, ideally our first target is over here at this level, this 330 level. We actually haven't even hit it yet. So I would encourage you, it is currently like an hour and 15 minutes before the market closes today. Today is August 1st, 2025. I would encourage you, today is like hour 15 minutes before market closes. I would encourage you to see, hey, what happens with this trade? Where does it go? Because first target would be right here, this 330 level. Next target would be this 229.52. And then last target would be this 297.85. Doesn't always run and hit the targets, but it's like, hey, would it hit any targets? Right now it hasn't fully hit any, but looking at this the other way, you can see I also have a trend line here, because we noticed there was a trend, and like coming in, looking at it, you can see, okay, we identified the trend. We have the trend line. Over here, we got our break. And then once we break, it's like, okay, it's safe to kind of trade to the downside. All right, so ever since we broke the trend line, it's kind of been trending down. And ultimately, sometimes these things take longer than you would expect. But ultimately, I would expect it to take out all these levels. So if you enjoyed the video or learned anything, be sure to smash the like button. If for some reason you're new here and haven't already, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification icon so that you don't miss any future content. And last, but certainly not least, thank you so much for watching. Manuel signing off, and I want to change your life.